Hello, this is Stephen Thompson, host of the Stephen Thompson Experience, and I am here with part 3 of my video series on less digital consumption. So the goal of this series is not to demonize our digital devices, but to take some time to ease back on your consumption. And if we ease back on our consumption, we'll give our brains time to rest, and we will approach each day with a renewed sense of energy. So this week, I want to talk about setting aside a dedicated time to put your devices down and do another activity. Here's the reason. Your brain needs a rest. When we are constantly on our devices, an 8-hour day at work, then we come home and we're reading the newspaper or reading emails or reading social media, we are constantly consuming. And a lot of the times what we consume are things that we enjoy. But think of this example. Think of your favorite food. Get a picture of that in your head. If you constantly eat your favorite food for 8 hours straight, your favorite food will begin to do things to your body that aren't so good. You'll get sick. You'll get bloated. You may not even like your favorite food anymore. You might even vomit or throw it up. So overindulgence can lead to you getting sick. And I believe that the same thing can happen if we consume too much digital media. So this week, for example, I work 40 hours plus as a school administrator, and I'm in my doctorate program. So I get home from work, spend some time with my son, spend some time with my wife, then immediately I'm into 2 to 3 hours of homework, which are on devices. I'm looking up research papers, I'm writing research papers, I'm taking exams and quizzes. Then at the end of the week, when I have all my coursework turned in, I have to take some time to put down my devices and let my brain rest. So on a Sunday morning, I go to the beach and I look at the ocean and I listen to the waves. Instead of turning to Netflix to watch something that I enjoy, I pick up some adult coloring. Here's what I was working on this week. Slowing down, doing something that doesn't involve me constantly consuming. Because if I go to just move from my digital devices to watching more movies, I'm consuming. I'm not saying there's something wrong with consuming. I watch Obi-Wan and Stranger Things, and I'm going to go watch the NBA basketball game right after this. But I needed to have some dedicated time where I had my device down and I engaged in something that didn't involve me consuming. So that's the tip for today. Find something away from a digital activity that you can do in your downtime and set aside time for that. Slow bits and pieces of it. You don't have to not look at your device for a week and a half, because that might be something that you can't do. And you might spend more time battling against the urge to get on your device, and that defeats the purpose. So, little bits of time that you take away from your device to engage in other activities, get out in nature, do some writing, do some drawing, that will help you out. All right? So, next week will be the 4th and final episode of my digital series. You can go back and check out some of my old YouTube videos, and I talk a lot about gratitude, and I talk about creativity. And next video series, I'm going to do a deep dive into the concept of gratitude. Check out my podcast, check out my blog, subscribe to my newsletter called A Shot of Dopamine, and you can find it all on my website, The Stephen Thompson Experience. Have a great week. Bye-bye.